Good morning, family. Happy Thursday. It's July 25th, 2024, and we're going to jump right in and figure out what our advice is from Spirit today. Very interesting looking at the pictures right off the bat. You have these little pools of water. It's very interesting, even tarot. We're going to find out if they all blend together. Normally, Spirit does blend them to make sense. All right. Rose Oracle today is the wastelands. Sustainability, slow down and tend to your garden. We can't misuse our garden. All right. There's an anonymous 13th century French myth in the form of a poem called The Elucidation that tells the story of a king who abuses the land he's supposed to be the guardian of. The king breaks the trust of the well maidens, the spirits, who were guarding the well of the land, and they flee. The waters run dry, the plants wilt, and the land, which was once rich and fertile, becomes barren, creating a wasteland. This is the most powerful card in the deck. It's a wake-up call for us to stop the destructive behavior that's resulting in us becoming brittle and unable to live in a sustainable way. The sacred feminine is abundant. She knows that the earth can provide for what we need and that she doesn't need to take more than she needs. She tends the earth around her and within her. She's the keeper of balance and the protector of all living things. The rose has seen civilizations come and go. Empires rise and fall. In this card, she's delivering an urgent message to slow down and stop any way of being that's not sustainable, to release anything that's making us brittle, to tend our garden, our bodies, and the earth around us. Well, all right then. So we need to slow down, pay attention, and really, immerse ourselves not only in self-care, but, like it said, the world around us. We have to tend to it. All right, moving on to your Earth Warrior. All right, big words. Number 4, Goddess of Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan. Okay, now, if the redneck would have pronounced it, I would have had a lisp and said, "Tay it if you can." Just saying. All right. She guards the waters of life. Okay, so we already have a theme here. Let's see what the description is. The ancient guardian mother protects the waters of life and offers her protection and blessing. Her appearance augurs a time of purification and cleansings, leading to enhanced fertility. You're a creator of new consciousness, a generator of positive energy, as fuel for constructive outcomes. We need you vitalized being to keep nourishing the human collective and helpful alternatives to mainstream consciousness. You will be protected and supported at the deep level of soul in order to become the creator and custodian of a clean reservoir of consciousness from which souls thirsty for purity, relief, and love can drink. The ancient mother will help you to help her and the many creatures within her care. She will help you to be fearlessly inventive with your loving creations of healing consciousness. So once again, we're tending our gardens, watering our life, soul, and purpose. Okay, Gateway Oracle today. Emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. Well, next to a little pond here. Pretty lotus flower. That's how I get ideas for my thumbnail. So I'll have to consider that when I upload. All right. This says, all is well. You can relax and let go, for your path is divinely guided. Gifts from the Creator are pouring into your life. Gratitude abounds. A spirit of grace is softly unfolding into your life. We just have to learn to accept it. And as it pours into our life, we need to tend to it. We tend to the gifts that God gives you and have gratitude so we don't take it for granted. All right, your soul's journey today is freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That is true. And we have the free will of whether we tend to our garden or not, so to speak. All right, your soul is open to receiving new wisdom and insights that will allow it to make the right choices for its own growth. Okay, so we are growing, just like a garden. Remember, you're never a victim of other people or their circumstances. You have complete control over your own choices. By following your heart and being authentic to yourself, you present the real you to the world. Making decisions based on other people's expectations is not the true path to happiness. You're responsible for creating your own reality. When a soul shifts to a place of honoring itself in its totality, free from judgment, only then will it find its true freedom. Every soul is unique and follows its own path. Don't give in to peer pressure or the urge to fit in. You're the only one who truly knows the real you. So feel free to march to the beat of your own drummer. Well, we've had lots of oracles in the past from other decks saying, don't dim to fit in. Don't conform to peer pressure because God made you unique. There's only one of you. We don't count clones and doubles and all that stuff. You are uniquely made. So live in that light that God made. Okay, healing waters today. Into the unknown, underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. So we don't curl up into a ball today. All right. Earth is a water planet. Seen from space, it appears blue. Water makes up 71% of Earth's surface. Yet we've explored less than 20% of its ocean floor. There's creatures of the deep that have captivated humans for millennia. It's no wonder, too, that water has been used as a symbol for our inner emotional world. There's always so much for us to discover and uncover within. Are you being called to face your fears and explore the unknown? To challenge what you thought was possible? This is a card of courage, initiation, and depth. Perhaps you're being called to make a significant change in your life that you feel scared about. Or maybe what you're experiencing is more internal than that. Maybe life is calling you to venture into the shadowy depths of your own inner journey, to face things that others may be afraid to face, to heal what might feel difficult to heal, to surrender to a metaphorical depth in order to reemerge anew. Kind of reminds me of the chrysalis and a butterfly crawling out of its cocoon. That's changing. All right. In the ancient Sumerian story about the goddess Inanna's journey to the underworld to meet her sister, she leaves the comfort of heaven and earth to descend into an unknown depth. Here she encounters many trials and initiations until she returns, completely changed by her experiences. This story tells us that sometimes to be born anew, we must face our fears and find the courage to venture into the unknown. Are you facing fears today? Okay. God always tells us, fear not. What is it that you're afraid of? Is this why we're curling up into a ball and not tending to our garden today? Just curious. Okay, let's go into message of life. What do we have today? Live for love. Well, that's the truth. Today I put love into everything I do. It is love that gives life to all things, and I open my heart to this great power. I act gently and speak with kindness. I'll fill each thought with love and light. I love God and all beings everywhere. I live for love. I love myself. How are we treating the mirror today? Are we doing mirror, mirror on the wall? Your mirror's not desolate. Speaking of, your wild child little poem today is number 12. It is desolate. We're not tending to our garden again. Apparently, that's our theme. Is we need to do some self-work today. Nothing left to do here. All but used hopes and broken promises, a barren wasteland void of life and joy. Forsaken shall be this ruin of the distant past. Other places where life thrives you shall go. So basically, that little poem is advising you, whatever's in the past, we leave it in the past. After we do our forgiveness, we release it, let it be desolate. Because where we're going now, into the unknown, because we have the freedom to do it, we're going to emerge into grace and start anew. We leave the wasteland behind. Okay, starting by loving yourself and knowing that you're worthy. Okay, your spirit animal today looks like the collective needs a hedgehog. Well, all right. It says trust. This is a reminder that even if you feel that others do not understand you or get what you are doing, it's no excuse to curl up and hide. Sure, you may need a little bit of space right now, but the world needs your gifts. You are more than worthy. That's true. Hedgehogs tend to curl up in little balls when they feel threatened. You ever seen one of those little potato bugs? What they call a roly-poly? They curl up into a ball. One of those little woolly worms that starts coming out in the fall, they curl up in a ball. Do you feel threatened today? Do you just not want to do anything? Pull the covers up over your head and let's just not and say we did. Nope, not today. Live for love. Get up, emerge into grace, even if you just do a little. And a little can just be wake up, get out of bed and say, you know what? I love me. And I'm moving forward. All right. Your final card today from Tarot is the Four of Cups. Just so happens, this can represent being distracted. You're missing an opportunity that God's giving you. You might be bored or just not happy. You're just not motivated. This can lead to the Five of Cups, which is depression. Are you reluctant with your emotions? Remember, cups are emotions. All right? Don't be weary in your life. All right? Don't withdraw. Not toward yourself, not from God, not to the community, the collective. We love you. Even if you're in a rough spot, we love you through it. But start by loving yourself through it. I'm doing that. It's called mercy and grace. We emerge into grace. You got to start with yourself. We will love you through it. But don't hide. Okay? So overall, today's message is take care of and tend to your garden. That means loving yourself. Self-care. Do the work. If you need to go at a slower pace today, that's totally fine. But we will love you through it. You guys have a blessed day.